Describe an activity you would do when you're alone in your free time.
Mm, leisure time, free time, all alone. Mm, in my leisure time, I like to read a book. I love reading. I read a lot of novels, textbook, if sometimes I need to. But my favorite novel is Percy Jackson. Mm, I love to read it. I read it everywhere, like uh, in my free time, in my toilet, or just in my bed. Uh, I finished the whole series in like 1 week. Mm, why do I like reading? Um, I, I love to read because I learn a lot from reading, not just the story or the details in it. Especially when I'm reading an English book, it's also improved me in like in English structure or like how do it categorize like topic. And when I read it, I feel like I use my time like worthfully. And
And this is where I help.
so
Oh,
yeah,
yes, do you have something to say? No, you're good.
no.
Right. This is where I help. It's that, listening to your answer, it's where you are going into novels, Percy Jackson, and you made a point of like on the subway, in the toilet, on my bed, right? And then you went into why you liked it, and that's inspired from my answer as well, right? And I have one feedback point in there. You're gonna want to add, why do I like this activity in my free time? All right, so you're gonna try to integrate the question with the right, just to make it connected again, right? You don't want to make the
Okay.
that do incorrectly, right? And then the next thing here is as a summary, right? Your summary, I went like this and this because you made the end point that I would want to make, right? And the end point was for me is the same as you. The way I would say it was this. It was, so I think this is a great way to spend my free time, right?
Yeah.
Therefore, this is a wonderful way to spend my free time. Right? And then you're done. Yeah. So
Okay.
in points like how to finish strong, right? How to finish strong is a few different factors. Okay. One is going to be, have you communicated everything that you want to communicate about it, right? Is your answer thus far very smooth, right? That's the QC step. The next thing after that is going to be, have I fully discussed about how I feel about it? And is my argument very clean and supported? And if your argument is clean, it's supported, there's a lot of evidence, then you can go straight into therefore, right? And then therefore will tell you you're gonna just sink right back into the prompt, right? And that would be your base way to do it if you got nothing, right? If you don't have anything at all, and it's just going like, well, therefore, I think this is a good way to spend my free time. Therefore, this is the music, this is the museum art, this is the most recent piece of artwork that I have seen. Therefore, this is the television show that I like the most. Therefore, this is the activity that I admire or that I do the most. Right? All the different ranges of topics. You're just going with therefore and then linking to the prompt again. Right? And that would be your base answer. Right? And then you try to upgrade from there. Okay?
Okay.
Sounds good. So I think this is a good way to go through these answers and like the whole planning process is very helpful when you do have to perform. One of the biggest things that you want to improve is that you're asked something randomly and you're not given much time to prepare and you have a relatively smooth answer, right? And so in the past, I've done a few things with my students in this, right? One, since we were able to meet regularly before your test, we can hit prompts every day, right? And build answers just like you did, right? That's really, really quite good, right? The other one that I've suggested in the past is that I have a document that has about 200 prompts, right? 200 prompts on there. And you just take time to try to write a paragraph for every one, right? You try to write a paragraph for everyone, and you have this higher probability that it's possible that you will see that prompt on the test. Yeah. I haven't used this strategy much in the last couple of years because most students don't do it, right? They just don't do it. You know, they'd rather just practice specifically. And I respect that. You know, I think that's fine. It's just the more you go and answer lots of different prompts that could be on there, you increase the chance that you see something familiar, right? The second you see something familiar in there, it's a world of difference. It really is, because you're like, oh yeah, I know how to talk about this. You know, I did it before. I can do it, right? And that's a huge difference. Yeah. So something to consider. I will find the doc for you. It's somewhere. I'll find it for you. But that will be one way that you can improve as well. Okay. So you got your key points from today. Yes. All right. Key points from today.
Yeah.
All right. Feel free to watch this video more if you like. Right. To prepare for when we hit this again tomorrow. All right. We'll cover rhetoric points 3 and 4 tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, you have 2 pieces of homework, right? Technically 3, I suppose, right? So the first one is going to be integrating your notes today into your GoodNote, app or your notebook on your iPad. The second one, making sure that you focus on these new sentence structures, right? These new phrases. We have phrases of the day from Lucifer. We have the noun phrase from Lucifer as well. And then we have our transition words, right? So from Lucifer, it was going to be, well, obviously you're trying to punish me. No, wait. What was the other one?
This is
The one that you like.
you people are funny about your laws, aren't you?
About the last, and then you go back. Okay. All right. Good. That's comedy. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Last homework for today. All right. Last homework for today is going to be you do need to start practicing by yourself. Okay. Right. You do need to start practicing by yourself for these prompts. So it's that take 2 of the prompts from IELTSonline.com. Right. Part 2, and then try to answer it and record it and send it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then last one is about a vignette. Maybe I go starting another class. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's the vignette, the moment in time. That's going to be really, really helpful for when you're talking about this practice round, right? For me, the best vignette was going to be from your answer when you're talking about reading Percy Jackson on the toilet, in the car, and in the subway. Okay. That was good because it lets your speaker imagine, or lets the examiner imagine something real with your words, and that means that it's more effective communication. Clear?
Yeah.
Clear. Okay, sounds good. Any questions from today?
No.